Hang on a minute. Hey everyone, bear with me. I'm just in the kitchen. I'm just gonna get a decaf coffee just so I can hold something warm. It's so fucking cold. Bloody hell, it's so cold. My flat is just an icebox right about now. Lulu is flopped atop the radiator, but I can't stream and flop atop the radiator myself, so here we go. Let me just quickly get a decaf. I might also be extremely decadent and get myself a hot water bottle. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh no. Hang on a minute. Hey everyone, bear with me. I'm just in the kitchen. I'm just gonna get a decaf coffee just so I can hold something warm. It's so fucking cold. Bloody hell, it's so cold.
Damn it.
My flat is just an icebox right about now.
Stop it.
Lulu is flopped atop the radiator, but I can't stream and flop atop the radiator myself, so here we go. Let me just quickly get a decaf. My whole PC is frozen, I can't do anything about it. Hang on. Oh shit. Right. Hi, sorry about that for those joining the stream in confusion. I had some hardware trouble there. My PC decided that it was going to freeze entirely and I couldn't actually switch off the live stream. I had to just reset the whole PC. Don't know what happened there, but it has happened a couple of times before. My PC is certainly overdue for an upgrade. I've had it for quite a few years now. Well, I've upgraded some components, but frankly, it's the processor which is now sorely out of date. And as is typically, well, I assume that I'm going to have to replace the motherboard to get whatever specific socket that I need for whatever new processor I'm going to select with my next upgrade. If you'll forgive me though, I'd like to not think about that right now. I've got way too much on my plate bullshittery editing wise, and also I'm hoping potentially to move out of this flat this year. So if I can get that out the way first, that would be nice, so I'm not having to deal with too many things at the same time. Anyway, hi, welcome indeed. I hope you're having a lovely start to your day wherever you are. Over here, I'm actually okay. Things are fine. Woke up this morning and took the doggy for a walk. She's flopped behind me. Where is she? Hang on a minute. She's flopped behind me, being a floppy thing. Yeah, she's happy as well. Hang on a minute. Surprised she's not on the radiator. Zoom in. 1 second. Let me just minimize Dredge. Open up Twitch itself for a couple of reasons. I need to link the document that I've been working on for the next bullshittery, and also let me just pop out the chat so I have you on my right monitor, not just my left. So in front of me at my workstation, I've got the central monitor where I do all my work, and then to my right and to my left I have two separate screens, and I use them for whatever. So I've got 3 monitors on my desk, and it's actually surprisingly useful. I can have 2 Adobe products and a browser open, so yeah, it also means that I can look either left or right, and the chat is both there now. Hi! Right, okay. Before I do anything live stream related, as always, please let me link you the following. For those who are cruising for the next the next YouTube video in general, please know that I've got it finished, in finger quotes. I'm just trying to polish the sucker, as I've been doing for the last, like 9 days now, I think. Let me just show you this. Hang on. this is the worksheet that I'm continually updating, a sort of daily report, I suppose. So if you're curious to know the process, have a look at this. The 3 tabs at the bottom. The first tab was the one that I was filling in originally, which is a breakdown of all the scenes. 99% complete. It's just waiting on a couple of scenes which I can't really finish until commissions have arrived fully. So, well, that's not strictly true. There's some visual effects that I need to finalise. So, yes, the bulk of it is done. The real work is currently being performed on tab 2 of the link that I just gave you. I've got a whole list of bugs. I'm fixing them, and I've managed to fix a total of 142, but obviously there's way more. There's another 53 in waiting, and I'm going to be on it. There's probably at least another 60 to 70, which I haven't detected yet. So, yeah, doing the best I can, but I might have to go into a bit of crunch time soon just to get this damn thing out of the door. I'm really, really hoping to maybe have a near-final render by the weekend. I really, really hope. If I can chew through these bugs and get it on the timeline, get it watchable, get it smooth and sexy. Yeah. I'm good, thank you, Static. I hope you're very well. And thank you, L Dukes and 7 Size 6 and Dragoner. I'm also feeling particularly decadent because I now have a hot water bottle on my lap. And I'm sort of rubbing my hands on the hot water bottle. Ah, it's nice. Probably give it to Lulu in a minute. Right. Yeah, how is everyone? You all okay? Right. Thank you, Trascon, and L Dukes, and 7 Size 6, and Dragoner. Right. Grab a pack of hobnobs, says Alice. I don't actually have any biscuits in this flat. I did have some Stroop waffles, but I've eaten them because, you know, my diet is not going that well, apparently. Ah, dear. Hi there, Zam Rabbit. I hope you're very well, Zam. You too, Formiga. Welcome, everyone. Hi there, Twitten. Twitten also lives in Brighton with me. You have a heaty blanket on, drinking iced matcha. Iced matcha? What is an iced matcha? Iced matcha is... What is it? Doesn't specify. It's a latte. It looks gross, Twitten. What is this? I've got like a recipe. Someone's got like a mortar and pestle. It's like an alchemist shit. Okay. Thank you, the Oros and Goblinian and Trascon. Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Right. Okay then. So, hang on. Japanese green tea with ice, apparently. Okay. Right. Let me just close this. There we go. Alright, so, welcome to Dredge. A quick overview then. Dredge appears to be a very cosy and relaxing fishing game where absolutely nothing bad happens. We're playing as a fisher and angler, who at the start of the game drove his fishing boat through the mist and crashed into a lighthouse. So I think we literally crashed on these rocks right here. So apparently we're the worst angler in the world. We've rebuilt the fishing boat and we're now fishing all around this fictional world where the residents are surly and the lights on the ocean are to be ignored at all times, and also some of the fish have extras, shall we say, in the area. Let's continue. Extra features. Like, it's totally normal for a crab to have pulsating lights and eyes on its shell, right? It's fine. Nothing wrong with that. What's the difference between an angler and a fisher? Well, I presume that an angler is a type of fisher, Zam. I'm not really I don't really own the glossary of terms, but also an angler would specifically be someone who uses an angle, uses a rod, as opposed to like a net. Right. So, sorry, wait, have I misspoken there? I think which part of, in terms of the origin of the term angler, does it refer to the rod, or does it refer to the hook? I can't remember. 1 minute. No, I don't need to look that. I'm sure the chat can look that up. There's some specific term. Right. Hi there, Social. ZF Social's in the chat. Hope you're well. Now, what was I doing? So, my fishing boat is on the right here. I've got a bunch of, I've got my one of my crab pots which needs repairs, a couple of engines, don't ask why one of them is lopsided. I've got a flexible fishing pole and a hydraulic rod which goes down deep into oceanic depths. Okay. Hi there, Tom. Both ZF Social and ZF Tom are currently in the chat. Hope you're very well, Tom. Tom, I'm somewhat excited for the DayZ server now. I don't know if I told you, but I'm going to try and play as a full cannibal. I'm just gonna roam around the map and eat people. I might just starve to death in the first few hours, unable to find anybody. I might have to adapt a little bit, but my intention is to I want to just run around and shoot people and eat them. I've done many playthroughs now, Tom, where it's been, oh, I'm going to be friendly, I'm going to be nice. Fuck it. I'm just going to do I'm just going to eat people playthrough. Alternatively, if that doesn't work, I might do a playthrough where I just steal everyone's blood. As in, hit them with a stun round, and then drain them of all their blood, and then build a huge stockpile tent just full of nothing but everyone's blood. I don't know, we'll see. I'm looking for some twist to put a bit of a change on it this time. Right. So. Hang on. What's going on? Tom just said, did an all-nighter with add and balancing guns in the CLE. Well, thank you for doing so, Tom. I appreciate any and all efforts that you put in on it. Thank you very much. It's really, really appreciated. Right. So, we've received this book from, was it the dock worker? The Art of the Silver Tongue. By clicking this book, I'll read it as I'm fishing or driving around. Okay, we've got some missions to do. Search for relics, deliver rotting conger eel, find the family crest in the Gale Cliffs, catch a tiger mackerel. Oh yeah, some random homeless people wanted me to catch some tiger mackerels. See, they could have caught their own tiger mackerels if they weren't larping out in the hills or whatever it's they're doing, wearing those robes and praying to that weird Necronomicon or whatever. Fucking students, I tell you. Search for relics. Find the music box, the ring, the necklace. Okay, so a bunch of equipment that a collector wants me to deliver. Okay. Let's start with the music box. Find the music box in the Gale Cliffs. Alright. Hang on. So I've got just shy of $500. Let's go to the dock worker. Hello. Sorry. It's a mess in here, she says. I've just been so busy lately. You know how it is. Exhausting. Storage. What have I got? Yeah, I could certainly find some additional building materials to upgrade my vessel. Okay. So she's selling me some stuff. Would you mind repairing my crab pot? Thank you, my dear. Then, let's go to the dry dock. A new upgrade for my ship. What do I require? I need to find a single piece of scrap metal, 2 bits of wood, and refined metal. No idea where I'm going to get that from. Thank you, Pepper 2 and Skull Reaper. Let's go. Undocking. So here is my cheery little boat. Let's put the... Oh, wait. I don't have the net installed. No biggie. I should be good for the moment, Social. Bear with me. Thank you, sir. Right, the Gale Cliffs over there. So apparently we can dredge for, doobly-doo. Dredge for, what was it, a music box or something? Thank you, Edgelord. Let's go. Whoa. Nearly. Also, where's my other crab pot? It's on the way. And I put a crab pot there. Okay, we'll grab one of my crab pots here, and then we'll go to the dusty pontoon. Doobly-doo, doobly-doo. There it is. I see it blinking. So yes, I hope everyone's well. If you're just passing through the live stream, please know that I'm trying to get a bullshittery video out of the goddamn door. Wow. A malignant pincer. Teal tumours secrete a slimy substance over cracks and joints. Its massive claw shudders as it fights for control. That'll be 20 quid. Common crabs. 10 hours remaining until the crab pot starts to be ineffective. Okay. Let me pick it up then. In fact, we may as well put down a fresh crab pot. Hold down this button. Deploy. Crab pot. Lovely. Cool. An efficient crab pot. Let's go. So the time is ticking throughout the day. Is this a tiger mackerel? What's this? Hello. Something's doing a roaring. I'm sure it's fine. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's perfectly friendly. Weird noises you hear out at sea. Is this a tiger mackerel? A blue mackerel. Alright. Stick it there. Right. So, the dusty pontoon over there. Tiger mackerel. Where do you get those again? Let me just open up my encyclopedia. Cabin, encyclopedia. Bloodskin shark. Tiger mackerel. So I'm in the aberrations right now. Hold down the button. Thank you, Poet. Thank you very much, Poet. You're very kind. And Gilgolem and Edgelord. Wait, there it is. Tiger mackerel. Coastal. Caught at the Gale Cliffs. Coastal on the Gale Cliffs. Okay. Those are the Gale Cliffs over there. Let's go. Right. So yes, well not... Oh, what's this? Sorry. Abyssal. I can't fish it. So I won't do it yet, but later on, towards the end of the stream, I would like to talk about Lovecraft's At the Mountains of Madness, a story that I've been listening to on audiobooks a couple of times now. Oh, my God. I really want to talk about that. Holy shit. Whoop. Watch out for that. What are these? Nope, those are ocean-going perch. So I'm looking for shallow. 1 second. Bonk. Ocean perch, shallow question mark. Dredge. Oh, I can get more metal over there, which probably should. Salmon. The tiger mackerel. Let's grab a tiger mackerel and deliver it to those homeless people. Hang on. Right. There we go. A single tiger mackerel is apparently going to feed all of them. Don't ask me how that works. Where are they? They were either here or here. I can't remember which one they're at. We'll check out that one first. Time's getting away from us, so we best be careful. You think there may be hippies? Yeah. Whoa! Cool. Big old whale. Is that them? No, it's a shipwreck. Another shipwreck. Does it have the little... It does, that little glinting thing. So I might just be able to, without using my dredging tools... Oh, Jesus. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, it's a crab! Holy shit! Cool. Very cool. Fucking hell. Okay, night is falling. I got the wrong island. It must be on this island over here. Let's go back to dock. It can be dangerous out at night. Okay. Yeah, so for those joining the live stream, you're looking at a very cozy fishing game called Dredge, where nothing bad ever happens. Stay away from the fart cloud over there that whispers and tries to kill me. Dock, there we go. Right, to the fish market we go. Not all fish are traded equally. Smaller specimens can sometimes be more delicious and more valuable than the larger ones. Here, please take this malignant pincer for $64. These random crabs for about $5 a piece. Okay. And then take this blue mackerel, but we'll hang on to the tiger mackerel to give it to those homeless guys. Thank you. Can you repair this? Hang on. Trawl net fraying? Crabs cutting themselves out of your crab pots? Why don't we fix that here? Yep. Okay. Hi there, cup of caffee. Welcome indeed. And thank you, Scarthy. Hope you're very well, Scarthy. Hope you're A-okay. Right, let's do some resting then. So I rest. Okay. There we go, and... Right. Let's go then. So, Undock. I think we're ready. Where are we going to go? Yeah, well, that crab pot is a bit out of the way right now. Presumably it's going to decay. Right. Over here we go. Is this the right way? I believe it is. Is there a story to this? I don't know. I don't think so. I think I'm just some random fisherman going around. There are these bottles that I keep finding, which is a sort of story. I keep getting like bottles talking about some sort of, what is it, like a honeymoon of like a couple. They were out on honeymoon and they renamed the vessel. And apparently it was bad luck to keep pieces of the prior vessel, but the lady kept like a brooch or something, and then misfortune started to occur to their little boat. So I presume they're dead. Hang on. Ah, here they are. So for those joining, we have some homeless hippies that are LARPing. Scrounging, that's what they're doing. Hooded figure. More, still, empty. They point at another shape on the second scroll. This one looks like a tiger mackerel. I fling the tiger mackerel at them with a barely disguised face of annoyance. Again, they rip into the flesh of the fish, drawing out its heart. It is consumed as quickly as the first. Almost fulfilled. They point to a fish on the final scroll. This one is a snake mackerel. I'm going to be honest, mate. I don't even know where that is. It's going to be faster if you just fish it yourself. Fuck's sake. Get a fucking job. Fuck. Hang on. Thank you, Guna and Clark. Just picturing him standing in line at the benefits office. Please provide written proof of your GCSEs. Hang on. Okay. Hi there, Legoins? Legoins? Welcome indeed. Yes, don't feed the hippies. Right. So, where am I going now? What am I doing? Let's go back to the Gale Cliffs and see if we can find that music box by dredging, shall we? Ah, that's the name of the game. Right. What's that ahead of me? Just a boy. No, I've gone the wrong way. Tom, it's a fishing game. We're playing as a cozy fishing man on his cozy fishing boat, where everything is fine and normal, nothing is weird, absolutely nothing is strange at all. And don't be out on the waters at night, whatever you do. We're going to dredge for some bits that some collector who lives on the island over there says fell into the water one day when a ship went down, I think it was. And he wants them retrieved for reasons unknown. He's a bit of a weirdo, to be honest. Here we go. Okay, so, shapes in the deep. This one appears to just be some wood. So we're going to dredge it up. There we go. Put 2 pieces of lumber in the boat. And then I can use those to upgrade. I'm trying to upgrade the hull. And then hopefully I'll be able to store more fish. And therefore make more profit. So we'll take the... Yeah, we'll take 2. We'll keep going. Doobly-doobly-doo, doobly-doobly-doo. Keep your eyes peeled for a music... like a treasure one. In fact, we can use the spyglass. Salmon. Ah, oceanic question mark. I've not caught one of those types of fish. Also, trying to... keep your eyes peeled for a giant snake. Keeps trying to bite my fucking boat. Right. What's this? Unknown fish. Whoops. The sturgeon. Species added. The sturgeon. A primitive-looking fish with hard, spiky plates lined up along its back. Bonk. Okay. We'll see how much the fishmonger is willing to pay. Hang on. Night is falling. I best be careful. Oh, it's another... Is that another message in a bottle? Oh, no, wait. It could be... Aha. Could this be our This must be it. Let's have a look. We start dredging the shipwreck. Could this be our music box? No, it's a pirate flag. Ugh. A tattered black flag with a skull and crossbones. The fabric is extremely old and worn. Well, they did say that there was a pirate thing nearby. What is that over there? Is that a jetty? I see lights. Let me just equip the... I do have like a magic speed ability, which I might want to use in a minute. Stay near the light. Is that a jetty? Do you think I can stop there? I don't know. Maybe. Right. Keep the lights on, no matter what. Make sure I've got my overdrive ability if the giant snake comes out to try and bite me. It might be a jetty. Can I stop here? I can. Let us dock here. What is this place? Makeshift dock, a campsite. You stand in the center of a campsite. The fire's embers are cool, but ash is still steadily blowing out with the wind. I look for footprints. You find no footprints, but unfamiliar symbols have been sketched into the dust nearby. Some have been erased with the hasty sweep of a foot. What do you want to do? I have a look at the campfire. A large flat rock sits atop the charred wood of the campfire. A handful of tiny fish bones can be seen poking out of the ashes. I look at the tent. The tent is a sheet of cloth suspended over some sticks. There is nothing inside, save for a smooth hollow in the dirt where someone slept. What do you want to do? More of the hippies, I suppose. Okay. Thank you, Hohu. Thank you very much, Hohu. Right, we best rest here for the night. Alright. Here we go. Kick the ashes? Seems a bit petulant, surely. Hang on. Ooh, 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 ooh. So quite a few things nearby to dredge. We best do so. Ah, good. Treasure. So let's see if we can find that music box. Nope, it's just a citrine ring. It's a type of quartz, isn't it? Thank you, Fancy Posh. Thank you very much, Fancy. Careful. Ah, could this be it? It's just a bolt of cloth, isn't it? Right. Yep, bolt of cloth. We're going to run out of room at this rate. I don't necessarily need lots of cloth right now. What's this? Ah, it's a piece of scrap metal. Can I squeeze it in, maybe? Yes, I can. We do need a... yes, yeah, we need to get the sturgeon in for sale. There we go. Right, boat's full. Let's get back. Yeah, we'll get back. We could go through the middle, but there's a giant snake thing trying to bite me. Right. Oh. Turn off my light. I don't need it during the day. So I wonder where that treasure was then. Another shipwreck here. Ah, could this be it? It might be it. Looking for that music box that the collector wanted. Ah, just a research part. Still, useful. Alright. Well, would it not be on the cross mark on the map? Oh, do you reckon? Ah. Oh, look, what's this? An altar with ominous music. Inspect. An altar breaks through the waves at the base of the cliff. 3 crab-like creatures are carved into it. The largest is covered in rocks and other strange shapes. Okay. Do I offer crabs? Perhaps I do. Alright. No, honestly, no, this is a fishing game, Tom. It's all about fishing. We're just a blue-collar worker trying to make a living. Honestly, that's all the game is about. You just got to ignore, you know. Sometimes there'll be some weird shit. Like sometimes the engine will be gummed up by eldritch tendrils. You just got it's like de-icing your car in the morning, you know, just fucking like, oh god, you know, past Cthulhu as he wakes up, morning, you know. The great deep ones, it's like traffic, you know, you just got to oh. There we go. There we go. Right, couldn't find the music box. I'm guessing it's in that little middle section then. Right. There we go. Hello. I don't know if this fish is spoilt, rotting. Okay, we're only getting $18 for it then. Wait, sell. There we go. Right. Well, I've got some scrap metal. Let me go to the floating dock. New hull. Okay. Place down some scrap metal. Place down the 2 bits of wood. Okay, and then I'll just put the remaining cloth and the research bit in storage. Okay, so we're looking for refined metal. Okay, so presumably it's in a place I haven't been to before. Okay, or maybe it's like maybe it's a quest thing to stop me getting the thing too early. Right. Check what the trader is selling. Good idea. Ah, what's this? Refined metal. Okay, they're also selling research parts now. Nice. Alright, sweet. Oh. In which case, I need to make a profit then, because I believe I'm about 400 and something short. Okay. So, let's just go out and get some fish then. Simple as. We'll go and retrieve that top crab pot and bring it back. So, let's go to storage. My storage. Right. Waste of money to buy it? Okay, well, I'll hold off for now, just trying to make money. No, let's go get sorry, one thing at a time. Let's go and get that music box from the middle of the cliffs, shall we? Right, place this ring here. I'm just building up some treasure. What about... 1 minute. Could I go to the... What was I looking for? I was looking for... My brain has gone smooth. It was the research. That was it. Here. So here at the research screen, I can use the research parts that I've accrued in order to upgrade certain parts of my ship. So, crab pots I could do. Improved trawling net is also possible. Oh. Big old engine. I presume we need a bigger ship. What about rods? Mangrove and coastal. Oh, okay. Hydraulic. Oceanic. Well, I'm not in these areas yet, am I? Let's save the research parts for now, then. We'll see what my ship looks like when I can get the hull upgraded, shall we? Right, let me rest then. Well, we could do a bit of night fishing for the profit before we rest. Yeah, undock. My sanity is fairly high. I presume that's what that stat represents. So let the sun go down. Let's go over here. So, as the sun sets, the coastal stocks change. Hang on. What's that? I presume that's cod? Coastal? Wait for the sun to go down. Here we go. What's that over there? Oh, it's just that, yeah, the islands from before with the big crab. Right, here we go. Right, the sun has set. That's just some debris. That's some fish. Here we go. Aha, this could be that eel thing that they wanted. Conger eel. Wonderful. Species data added to the encyclopedia. Often found hiding in shipwrecks or cavernous holes during the day, it only emerges at night to hunt and do the conger. Huge line of them just going across. No. Right. Oh, you're a nightmare. It's an eel. Just wrap it round in a fucking ball. Job done. Oh god, these things suck. Okay. Move that there. Yeah. They only come out at night. Are they goths? Oh, hang on. Ah. Right. And then 1, 2... No, I can't fit any more in. Okay. Ooh. Blue wispy... Oh shit, I best put my light on. There we go. Ward off the sanity. Or the insanity even. Try not to crash into shit, that'd be great. Now, there was actually a shoal of... Yeah. Don't know what they are. Never driven into one of those. I'd rather not. Oh. Stop it. What's that? Ooh, what the fuck? I see. Do rocks just randomly appear? Okay. Is it gone? No, it's still there. Well, that makes nighttime driving hazardous. Alright, here we go. What's that? I was looking for oceanic perch. Black sea bass. Okay. Well, it's a 2 slotter. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. There we go. My character is getting a little panicked now. Should probably consider heading into coast. Into port. There we go. That'll do for now. Right. Thank you, Y-Sub. Thank you very much, Y-Sub. And Mattia and Fancy Posh. Alright. What happens if you go insane? You start spending all your money on NFTs. Fishmonger, I have some fish for you. So, the conga... Oh, hang on. I need to hand one of these over to the lady. So, often found hiding in shipwrecks. $52. There we go. Okay, black sea bass, $15. There we go. So, what's the quest? Sorry. Deliver a rot... Oh, she specifically wants one that is rotting. Really? Rotting conger eel to the residents of Ingfell. So don't drive too far. I don't want it completely disintegrated, just slightly rotting. She's a weirdo. She wants her fish to rot before she eats it. Right. Alright. So, let's rest. Then my character's sanity improves. Lovely. Okay. So, how much cash do I currently have? Sorry, that's not the right screen. 698. Okay. Well, it's going to cost me about 500 to upgrade the ship, so I'm going to need about 1,000, I believe, if I buy the refined metal. Is that true? So 500, and then at the floating dock, it'll cost me 500. Okay, so more fish then. If only I had a hoard of treasure to sell. Can you sell it? Who buys the treasure? Oh wait, I think you're right. Isn't there like a someone over at Little Marrow? Weren't they like, hey, bring me like things? Ah, I thought it was just like knickknacks that you collect. Ah, thank you, chat. All right, we'll drive. Well, we'll wait until this thing has rotted. We'll do a bit more fishing here. So undock. Yeah, let this doobly-doo rot, and then I'll go sell the silver trinkets and doubloons. What's this? Just mackerel, I think. Oh, there we go. Could fit something oceanic there. What's this over there? Just don't get too close to the snake that likes to bite me. So for those passing through the stream, welcome to Dredge, a cozy and peaceful fishing game. Aha. What's this? A wreck fish. Typically inhabiting caves and shipwrecks, these fish can grow big enough to eat small sharks. Okay. I believe that's cod? No, salmon. How big is the salmon? Ah, squeeze it in there. Right. Wait for the conger eel to go bad. No, wrecked fish, not erect fish. That'd be weird. Although, thinking about it, so a fish wouldn't need an erection. They just sort of like squirt ejaculate into the water, don't they? So at no point can any fish be erect. So wait, what does that mean? What's morning wood for a male fish? I guess morning puddle. Hang on. Merlin's like, I'm eating. Right. Yes. Morning mist? Yeah, morning mist. Yeah. Okay. Hello, fishmonger. We have... yes, I'm just waiting for this conger eel to properly rot. Have this salmon. This erect fish. 55. $11 for a mackerel. Right. Let's undock. How far to the crab pot, do you reckon? Can we make it there and back? Let's have a look. Just keep watching this conger eel stale. It's going to start rotting soon. Doobly 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 doo. Almost stale. Hang on. So yeah, over here, everything's fine, really. I'm just sort of cracking on with the bullshittery editing. Not a huge amount of news, really. I'm just trying to polish the bloody thing and get it out the door. I tell you what, though, I did want to work on a couple of... I'm sort of tempted to... Oh, big whale. I'm rather tempted to do a quick couple of shorter videos before the next video. Got a couple of things in mind, but I hope I wouldn't be taking too much of the piss. Hang on. Not rotting yet, I've got the time. So here's one of my crab pots. It's probably decayed now. Not sure, Casanova. Might start working on the script when this video's out of the way. Blonk. Needs repair. A fiddler crab. Fiddling. And then pick up the crab pot. There we go. Let's start driving back to deliver what I hope will be a rotting eel for that weirdo. I better beeline it because I'm about to lose the light. Alright. Hi there, Bavin. Hope you're very well. ZF Bavin is also in the chat. Another one of my clanmates. Hope everything's fine in Australia. Alright. So, straight line to Ingfell. Still not rotting, unfortunately. Make sure I've got my... Hang on. The haste spell equipped. That weird collector guy read some words from the book and all of a sudden my ship can go fast, so woo! Right. Hi there, Linked. I'm working to get one out the door, sir. So I've 99% edited a bullshittery and now I've got about 50, well, probably more like 100 bugs left. I'm trying to work through them. How many can I do per day is a good question. As many as I can. Although yesterday was terrible. I got 3 done, but they were really big bugs. Missing scenes entirely. Like another minute of editing. Okay. Is it rotten? Yes, here we go. Right. I turn up at the dock of Ingfell. Thank you, Hilltramp. Thank you very much, Hilltramp. Okay. Hello. I have an aged conger eel. Perfect, she says. This will do wonderfully. I can offer you a small sum in thanks. $150. Safe travels. Strange person. Okay. I also have some crabs for sale, but we're just going to rest here until the morning. There we go. Undocking. And we're off. Will I be updating my PC to help with video making soon? No, not really, Badger. I'll plan a large-scale upgrade of most components of the PC, as would be wise. But I'd like to wait many, many weeks. So I'm hoping to at least move soon. Let me focus on that first. Besides, the slow speed of video production isn't because I'm waiting for the PC to do stuff. The PC's fine. It's fast enough as it is. The slow speed is just bloody hell. Visual effects take forever. Okay. Fish market. Crabs for sale. Right. I sell them all at once. So, the $31 for all the crabs. There you go. Where's Cyanide? Have I heard or played with him recently? No, not really. I hope he's doing well. He's moved on. He's got a software development business now. So he doesn't really do the... Yeah, doesn't really do the live stream stuff anymore. Okay. Indeed, Rivion, he's following his dream. He set up his own software development studio and he's the head of it. So he's off making flight sim stuff. And he's doing quite well, and good for him. It's weird discovering that he was really, really into flight sims. It's like discovering that the local thug is into opera. It was weirdly sophisticated. Anyway. He'd laugh if he heard me say that. Hang on. So, I've got a whole bunch of knickknacks that I could sell. So let's go back to Little Marrow, shall we? So, over there. Yes, he lives in Exeter. Yeah, he lives over in the west part of the UK, southwest. And yeah, he lives with his dogs, his cat, and his girlfriend. Apparently, he just lives in the shed, and his girlfriend just comes out with like a plate of chicken wings and opens up the hatch and pours them in. Then the shed vibrates. That's pretty much all she sees of him. It's like having a gorilla, like having a gorilla enclosure. Right. Okay. So let's pull into this little town here and see if I can sell the little silver, like bits and bobs that I found. So this is the smaller town across the way. Right. Trader. A grieving father. Who's this? Hello. Is everything okay? Says the grieving father to me. Okay. Do you know of any strange occurrences? I don't get out a lot anymore, so I don't see much of what goes on. But I do remember the old mayor in his final days. What an awful sight it was. Screaming and throwing things into the sea. Throw it back, he would cry, over and over. Begging anyone who would listen, howling it to the wind. These days, I almost feel like I understand. Anything else I can help you with? Do you know of any shipwrecks? Well, yes, you see. My only son was lost at sea some years ago. He's still out there, somewhere, in one of those wrecks, all alone in the cold, dark water. The man is clearly trying his hardest to remain composed, but tremors of grief rack his body. I was wondering, I noticed you have some dredging equipment installed on your vessel. If you're able to retrieve any of his belongings from the wreck, I think he'd feel more at peace I think he'd feel more at peace if his mementos were with me. He wore a bronze belt buckle, especially engraved. I'd recognize it anywhere. If there's a chance you can find it, I'd be in your debt. Didn't I find one that engraved? You explained that I found a belt buckle, but it's currently in storage. Please bring it to me. I need to know if it's his. Anything else I can help you with? About the belt buckle. Okay. Hang on. I'm pretty sure, yeah, didn't I find... I swear I found an engraved belt buckle. Engraved, but almost every detail is entirely worn away. Okay. Give the belt buckle to the man. You give the belt buckle to the man. This is his. Oh, thank you. Bless you. You've returned him to me. Please take this. I've not any money to pay you, but this might hold some value to you. It does. Thank you, sir. Oh, cool. A little bit of closure then. Okay. Dock worker. Who is this? Do you ever process shipments? I think I spoke to this guy before, didn't I? Shipments from Blackstone Isle. The old ruin? Doubt it. Oh, let's see. He flicks through the large logbook. It appears to be a record of shipping manifests. Thought so. Doesn't even have a shipping address. As far as I know, nobody lives there. Yeah, some dude lives there. Some weirdo with a book. I better go. Trader and painter. Welcome. Found anything special lately? Hello. I found some bits. Oh, cool. You can sell them. Nice. So I've potentially got a bit of a haul here. So, silver trinket. A tarnished silver bauble. $30. A priceless goblet of an unknown civilization. $35. It's a ring. $25. $55 for a bag of gold doubloons. I feel cheated. The gold? Worth $55? Right. Iron chain. Okay. What's that? $25 for another ring. Worn gold ring. Gold always retains its value. Thank you, Idris Elba. Okay. Put that there, put that there. Put the cloth down here. Right. Okay, not bad. $1,233. Nice. Also, 1 minute. Look at this lazy animal next to me. She knows nothing of hardship. Her day consists of waking up, going to the PARK, where she sniffs other dogs and gets treats, and then on the way back, she pulls for me to get her into a nearby cafe where she's given a dog sausage. So she gets sausage mixed with a bit of kibble in the morning, and then it's a difficult routine of sleeping on a warm sofa as close to the radiator as possible. Before the afternoon, where she's picked up by her dog walker, who takes her on a similar route, but typically takes her back home, where she plays with a little puppy that apparently she's getting on well with. So the little puppy is a bit of a little shit, and Lulu's clearly trying to be patient with it, and it does that thing. It keeps trying to lick her on the mouth to sort of show submission. So this little puppy is clearly like, oh, this is an older dog. So yeah, she spends her time hanging out and playing with a little puppy, and then she's delivered back home, where she's promptly squished into my lap, and she just has cuddles before the evening stream. It's so hard, isn't it? Look at her. Once the bungalow is up, will she be indoors, or will she nap in the garden? I imagine she'll nap wherever she goddamn pleases. I wonder if I can get like a dog flap with like an automatically opening dog flap. You know, with like the beeping microchip, maybe? Then she can come and go. Maybe. Right. Long story short, Broken Bones, the solicitors are being very, very, very slow. So I've got no major news, I'm afraid. Okay. So. Fuck, sorry, my Stream Deck isn't hooked up currently. I don't know what's going on. It seems to have reset itself. Hang on. Alright, so. Let's have a go. So, what are we doing? So now, so I guess we can just go straight to the upgrading. No, yeah, we can. Let's upgrade my vessel. Painter. Ah, the fisherman. I thought you might stop by. Welcome to my humble studio. If you're wanting to experiment with some decorations, yes, I'm the person to talk to. What sort of decorations? I can attach flags and buntings to add some style to your boat. I have a design here already you might like. If you find any others on your travels, bring them back to me and I can rig them up for you. Of course, I can also add a splash of colour to your hull. I'm sorry to say that my selection of pigment is limited at the moment, though. Could I help you find more pigment? He thinks for a short while. The other day, down by the shoreline, I saw a strange crab with the most striking, vibrant colorations. My knees aren't suited to clambering over rocks and chasing crustaceans, you see, but if you caught such a creature... He clears scraps of cloth and paper from his workbench, revealing a large pestle and mortar. With the right binding agent, we can grind them together for a new mixture. He turns back to you, a cunning plan formed in his mind. Fisherman, bring me some of those strange crabs. We'll turn your vessel into a work of art. But, for now, what can I help you with today? What's a bunting? Change flag, paint boat. Which area would you like to paint? The hull. Which colour would you want? Sharp mint. I don't have the right pigment to make that colour. You'll need to bring me these crabs. Oh, I see. Cerebral crab. What the fuck? Bunting, says Toothbrushman. A small triangular flag in a string. Oh, those things. That's called a bunting? Neat. Blue depths. Much better. Okay. Thank you very much. Did he? Oh yeah, this bit. You made it blue. Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay, let's go and upgrade the boat then. Pirate flag. Nah, I don't want to put on pirate flag. And I've got a weird, like, Ouroboros flag as well. Let's not be sending up weird signals, A, to the authorities that I'm a pirate, and B, Cthulhu. Thank you, Lemon Berry. Chat saying boo? Oh, fine. Fucking hang on. Jesus bloody Christ. The moment cosmetics appear, I get booed. Right. Hello. I'm back because the chat is whinging. Here, please paint my boat, sir. The roof... Please make it blue. Right, there we go. And then deliver the damn flag. I found a scrap of fabric, eh? Let me see. Ouroboros flag removed from the inventory. Do you want to be attached now? Alright. There we go. I've also found this pirate flag. No, please don't attach the pirate flag. Adjust bunting. Bunting on? Oh, yeah. Alright. Cool. Let's go. That flag does look kind of goofy. Okay. Yeah, some nice bright colours would be nice. I wonder what sort of creature I would have to catch to make my boat hot pink. Probably Mr. Blobby. Right. The Art of the Silver Tongue. Reading complete. Lovely. Okay. Doobly-doo. Doobly-doobly-doo. There we go. Bonk. Is there a cunt flag by chance? I don't know, but if there is, we need it. Right. Dry dock. Sorry, also, can I just say, in the future, I'm definitely streaming with a hot water bottle on my lap, because this is fucking luxury, holy shit. My lap is so warm. My lap is so warm. Oh, dear. Right. Dry dock, here we go. New hull. Purchase upgrade. Presume I cannot, because I lack the... piece of metal. Alright. Oh, pardon me. Hang on. Am I having my period? Yes! Oh. Oh, shit. I figured that this lady would sell the piece of metal, but she doesn't. Oh. Okay. Does that mean I have to drive all the way back to the pontoon lady? I guess so. Thank you, Hectonian. Thank you very much, Hectonian. Alright, let's undock then. You really shouldn't buy that part. Possibly, Pyre, but I don't know where else to get it. You can dredge them from the ocean. Oh, really? Well, if we can see one on the way... Damn it, I should have rested. Whoops. Can we see one on the way? Good point. The outline might... Ooh, is that one of my crab pots? I believe it is. Splashing indicates there is a crab. It's a bolt of cloth. Yeah, fuck it. Right. Ooh. There we go. Just pick up the whole thing. Sweet. Thank you, Cyborg. Thank you very much, Cyborg. Doobly-doo. Oh, there's another settlement over there. What's that? Abyssal. Arrow squid. Treasure over there. Twitten says, I'm having a fish finger sandwich for lunch. Not sure if it's a good idea with this game on in the background. A fish finger sandwich. Holy shit, the sophistication. What sort of sauce do you have on it, Twittenroo? You're not eating that dry. Otherwise I will judge you. Oh shit, the bed. Piss off. Tomato sauce, of course. That's acceptable. You get a pass, but brown sauce would have been the better answer. Right. Okay. So, let's dock here. Go to the fish market. Sell the crabs that I've got. Hello, I have crabs. Now you do too. Let's go here. Go to the shipyard. Repair all of my crab pots. And then go to the float. Yeah, so yeah, I'll just buy it now. I'm going to be impatient. Where is it? There we go. Right. Butt fuck it. Refined metal. Got some? Okay, so let's go to the floating dock. New hull. Here we go. Bunk. Please purchase upgrade. Tier 2 hull upgraded. What does it look like? Let's have a look. So there's a tier 3 and then a tier 4 hull. Ooh, I have a bigger boat. Holy shit, I have a bigger boat. Oh. Doesn't feel that much bigger. I guess it is in the middle. Engines are the same size. Okay. Oh yeah, look. Okay, cool. The game of Tetris intensifies. Let me discard. So let me sell? No, put it in storage. One of my 2 crab pots. Alright. Neat. Then, let's go to... What does she have available? The weighted line, hydraulics... Oh, I see. Yeah, so in order to put the bigger fishing equipment... Right. No, not really. I don't need the research part on me, do I? Let's just put it in storage. Alright. So what should I upgrade next insofar as research points, do you reckon? Let's go to my research. What next? Twin prop engine. Pots. Bigger pots. Yeah, we could get a couple of large crab pots. Oh yes, the abyssal stuff. What do I need for that? So I need to get all the way over here. It's quite some distance. Heat resistant line. Anti-tangle line. Engines. The top engine is the best. Just load them. Load top engine. What, these things? Jet drive engine. Propels water through the system more efficiently than an outboard propeller setup. I could always spend... Yeah. Oh, fuck. I didn't notice that. That's a lot of research points. Darn. Right. Never mind. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to put the other two into crab pots. So, hardy crab pot lasts 6 days instead of 3. Or a large crab pot. Let's do a large crab pot. Let's do them both. Right. So, let's go to... Oh yeah, the bigger nets as well. Ah, cool. Sweet. That's for when you're driving through the water. Right, shipyard. Hello. Could I buy some big, much bigger crab pots, please? Wait a minute. Where are they? Fish market, that's what I wanted. Hello. How much do they cost me? 135 for a large. Okay. Please buy... Which one? Go with the big one. There we go. And can I afford them both? I can. Right. We'll go deploy those somewhere. And let's put the basic one in storage. Alright. How many hours do I have in this game? Not that many, Katsura. I think this is my 3rd or 4th game of it. Right. Hang on. So, I think we're good. Let's rest. So, before long, folks, it's 1 hour and 5 minutes into the stream. On the tail end of the stream, I want to sort of babble, while I've still got the energy, about At the Mountains of Madness. So, I'll keep playing this for a little bit, but in a little bit, I'm gonna grab a drink and sort of give you my first impressions on what I thought was a pretty cool Lovecraft story that I've been listening to over the last few days. To sell it to you, essentially. To sell you a story that was made in 1931. Hang on. Right. Undocking. So, let's go over here and see if we can find that hourglass thing. Or music box, or whatever the fuck it was. Ah, bigger boat. Whoa! Don't crash immediately. Yes, indeed, Gilbert. That's what I've been listening to. The BBC production of it. By Richard Coyle? Like the narrator. Okay. Whoops. So I'll link it. I'll link it before the stream is up. Right. So go around the island as quickly as we can. They can't get through there. Is there a little glowy? No. The problem is, every time we get close, some bloody bastard keeps trying to bite us. Few... What happens if I drop a crab pot on the wreck? Plenty. Let's drop down a big crab... Yeah, large crab pot down onto the wreck, shall we? So hold down E. Pick up... How can I specifically specify which crab pot? Does it let me? Mouse wheel, maybe? Anyone know? Sorry? Am I being dense? How can I specify which crab pot I want to drop? I got 3 of them. You can't? Oh, that's annoying. So I just dropped the... That was the hardy one I just dropped. Okay. Doobly-doo, doobly-doo. Okay, so over here is a way into... Right, hopefully we don't get fucking attacked by the snake. Oh, piss off, you fucking... Fuck off! You bastard. Piss off! This guy's a major inconvenience now. Oh, shit. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Whoop. How are we going to get past him, then? Anyone got a sea mine? There we go, he's fucking off. Bit of a pickle. Bit of a pickle. What, is it because my light is on, maybe? Because they did say that, oh, you'll be more visible to the creatures. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, quick. Ah. You can't see me, you can't see me. You can't see me, ha! Got it. Oh, it's the family crest. Oh, my mistake. I thought it was going to be the hourglass. What's this thing? Just some metal, I guess. Okay. A magnificent family crest carved from a whale's jawbone. This must be important to somebody. Yes, some dude in Ingfell wanted me to go get it. I thought it was in the little, like, caved-in section. It said go get some dynamite to break in. Oh, shit. Devil ray. Oh, shit. Fuck off. Shit, fuck, shit, fuck. Let's go. Getting out of here. I left it behind. Oh, no. Wrong button. I'm sure we'll be fine. He's not right behind us. He is right behind us. Fuck this shit. I'm out. Oh, big thing. Fuck off, you giant bitey bastard. Fuck off, Satan. I just want to fish, for fuck's sake. Leave me alone. Haste. Woo! Bloody hell. This is just like carp fishing, by the way. It's exactly like this. Okay. There we go. Job done. Right, so. Hi, retired whaler. I have your crest. I believe this crest is yours. Gods, I haven't seen this since... So he did take it. Your brother's sorry. Will you let him come home? I don't know if I was in the right state when he left. Fine, he can stay in my old workshop, at least for the time being, but I'll need some time to clear it out. While I'm doing that, perhaps you could do something for me. See, I've been trying to clear some debris in the pathways through the cliffs to make a shortcut, with explosives. I was able to set a charge, but the cliff seemed particularly unsteady that day, so I didn't risk detonating it. You just need to get in there and set it off. Oh, right, okay, yeah, you don't mind risking my neck. You ran away, but nah, just fucking... You go in and blow it up. If you die, it's fine. I'll just need to get in there and set it off. It's not far in. I left you some yellow flags nearby. You can't miss it. Anything else? Where were the explosives? Head through the rock arch to the southeast. Follow the channel. You'll see yellow flags on the right. Anything else? Set off your own explosives, you lazy motherfucker. Thank you, Terrahoon. Thank you very much, Terrahoon. That's very kind of you, Terra. And Lock Johnny and Cyborg. Right. Okay. Did I have any fish aboard? No. Still a couple of the crab pots. Let's put this in storage, though. Okay. I'll put the other two in storage for now until I deploy them. Okay. So, I've delivered the thing. Sorry, what did he give me for delivering it? More busy work. Thank you, apparently, Estugon and Bear Teddy. Thank you, both of you. Sorry, where did he say? Look for the flags. Flags? He says southeast, this way. This is where I docked before, where that guy was hiding. Hermit. Hello again. What can I do for you? Do you know how I could clear the debris around here? You probably need some explosives to shift those rocks. My brother at Ingfell used to make explosives. For the whaling operations, you see. Nasty stuff. But the whales are all gone. I can't imagine he's still in business. What else do you want to know? The number of times I've seen whales in this playthrough, guys. Clearly they're still around. Tell me more about the creature that lives in the cliffs. It's been burrowing tunnels through the base of the cliffs. You can see the gigantic holes it leaves just below the surface. As it forces its way out, it often causes rock falls, so if you plan on going in there, keep an ear out. Should it catch sight of you, well, you should be able to outrun it. It's quite slow, provided you can navigate the passageways. What else do you want to know? Right. Undock, please. A pile of loose debris. Clearing this would take some strong explosives. I thought that's where the crest was, you see. So are the yellow flags through here? Bit of wood. Don't need wood. Well, may as well grab the wood. There we go. The game is Dredge after all. Not Recover Family Trinkets. Not Antiques Roadshow. Right. Yellow flags. I missed the arch next to the dock, did I? Oh look! Another message in a bottle from that honeymooning couple. I presume. Let's have a look. So what's this? This is before, so we're counting backwards. Morning of the second day of the honeymoon, 9th of September. He still refuses to take me aboard when he's working. He is convinced that I will find it dull, or that the crew will be crass or otherwise intolerable. Perhaps I'm being overly needy. I know he needs time alone, but I'm so desperately bored at home when he's away. He recently installed some salvaging equipment onto the boat. I think the idea of pulling up treasure is terribly exciting. I must convince him to let me go. Okay. Right. Where am I going? Where am I going now? Back to the same place I was before. Thank you, Zeta Omega. Thank you very much, Zeta. Oh, is he following me? I hear him cruising around somewhere. Yellow flags, yellow flags. The flags are marked with an X? Are they? Am I just fucking blind? Are they literally right there? Blind, says the chat. Blind. Blind. Oh! No, not blind. Yellow flags. Ooh, shiny. What's this? The stone hums quietly, sending ripples through the air around it. Faint shapes dance upon its surface, vanishing before your eyes can focus on them. I place my hand on the stone. The cold stone does not respond to your touch. Yellow flags, do. Yeah, I think I am fucking blind, chat. I see no fucking flags. Hang on. What's this? There's an aberrant specimen in this shoal. Oh. Stonefish. Species added to encyclopedia. That's not the specimen, though. There it is. Enthralled stonefish. Ugh. A hollowed husk hosting a hostile dweller. The eyes inside begin their search for a safer vessel. Is it here? A pile of loose debris. Clearing this would take some strong explosives. That's just the ruins where the dude was. Okay. Okay, pulling into rest. Wait, I should go to the fishmonger, shouldn't I? Over here. Am I engaged? Genuinely, I can't see any yellow flags. Hang on. Surely the chat's playing with me. Can you see yellow flags? Left of the hermit's big arch. So here's the arch. There's the hermit. Hotter or colder? Go in. It's inside the arch? Go inside the arch. Okay. But I can't go in there. The big fucking snake's there. Okay, we'll go inside the arch. Right. Sell that thing. Ooh, wow, the aberrant version was worth way more. Put these pieces of wood in storage. And then go to the shipyard. There we go. Repair the damage that someone did to the ship. And then, yep, we've already rested, so off we go. So how are we going to dodge the worm if we go in here? Whoops. Turn off my light. Whoa! Oh, fuck me. Hydraulic rod disabled. Right, here comes the big... There he is. Then move this way. Aha! Yeah, you liars, chat. You didn't see this. Hang on. A pile of loose debris. Long fuse. Ouch. Light the fuse. Right. Let's go. So, chat, you only knew that was there because of prior game knowledge. You can't critique me for not seeing something tucked away all the way over here. I point my finger at you and say... I wag my finger. Blind. He's blind. Right. It's on the map. There's lots of shit on the map. There's so many X's on the map. X for this. There was an X over there. There was fucking... How am I supposed to know that it's for that specific quest? They're not marked. None of them are marked. Right. So, here we go. What was I doing? Let's go to repair. Jesus, that actually cost me a hell of a pretty penny. I need to be more careful. Alright. Yes, still blind. Okay. So, hang on a minute. Let's go and... Yeah, we need to do some more fishing, frankly. Less dredging, more fishing. So... Oh, sorry, 1 minute. Pull up to the dock. If I go over to the floating dock, what would the next upgrade require? So, bolts of cloth, 2 bits of scrap metal. Okay. Nothing particularly special. Okay, simple as then. Right. So cargo spaces, that could be quite handy actually. Engine space, 3 rod spaces. Alright. We'll see if we can get those. Right. First though, fishing. Let's go fishing. Right, well hang on. Let's undock. Where to now? Let's go... I could go and deploy one of my big crab pots somewhere over there. What's Stellar Basin? Devil's Spine, Steel Point. That's the island with the homeless people. Okay. Hang on. Reverse. Carefully. Right, go deploy one of my great big crab pots. Right. Storage, which is where, sorry. Here, my storage. Grab a great big crab pot. Ta-da! Punk. Sweet. Undock. Go turn in the quest about the dynamite? Sure. Right. Hello. You've done it. We heard the blast from here. Gods, the echo. I'm surprised the cliffs didn't come down on your head. I got things ready here. Go and tell my brother that he can come home. Bloody hell, I'm a fucking messenger, dredger, demolitions expert. I'm doing everything other than fishing. Alright. Hello. Mr. Hermit. Hello again. What can I do for you? Your brother forgives you. He's found you a place to stay. He does? That's a huge weight off my chest. One so old I hardly remember it was there. Right, well, I'm packed and ready to go. Ooh, hang on, wait for it. And whee! He steps into the boat, and I immediately pick him up by his waist and spin him around like pizza dough. And then place him upside down in the middle of the boat. The hermit climbs aboard with all of his belongings. Right. Undocking. Yep, now I'm a fucking passenger ship. Here we are. The hermit notices the old whaler standing on the dock, waiting for him. Little brother, you're home. I'm so sorry. I was so foolish. We both were. Come on inside. Let me get your bags. The two brothers walk away down the dock. One of them pauses for a moment and turns back to you. Oh, stranger, if you find any more debris that needs clearing, I'm working on making some more packed explosives. Come by the old whaling yards anytime. Here, this is on the house, for all your help. Packed explosives. I hope you can put them to good use, wherever you find a cause for it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, he's selling them now. Okay, right. Well, thank you. Hollowed out whale teeth packed with a powdery substance. A fuse coils up from the top. Why use the teeth? Surely anything's better than teeth. Why not use wax? Right. For the bite, says says Costa. Very good. Very good. Well done. Whales don't have teeth? Well, it depends on the whale. What is it? Well, sorry, technically, even the filter feeders have teeth. Those huge, long rakes, they're modified teeth, aren't they? Weren't they used for, Sorry, my history understanding just kicking in. The predatory whales, I can't remember what their teeth was for, insofar as products, but weren't the whale's teeth, the filter feeder, used for corsets back in the day? And which whales have teeth that were used for brushes? Apparently, they're like really popular as like all sorts of Victorian brushes. Was it the sperm whale? Right. Yes, I know this about corsets because I used to date a goth. And they were really big on their whalebone corsets. Right. So let's go... What's this over here? I can't remember. Let's go check it out. So over here, which mission is... Oh no, wait, it's some distance away. Maybe I should deploy the crab pot here on this island. Yeah, let's do it here. Well, a bit further on. Oh look, who's this? Hello. Alright, expedition site. Oh, it's the photographer. They want me to retrieve a lens of theirs. All well and good. I'm going to deploy a crab pot on their dock to catch a photographer. There we go. I return to find that the photographer is struggling wildly, half in and out of the jetty, soaked in seawater. Who deployed a crab pot here? I've been trapped for 17 hours. Right. Ah, what's this? Ah. Makeshift dock. A campsite. Next to the dock is a derelict campsite. Strange symbols are scratched into the sand. What do you want to do? I inspect the symbols in the sand. The symbols span the breadth of the camp, twisting this way and that. Some of them are grouped together into what must be words. Fresh footprints tread carefully around each symbol. The last symbol trails off hurriedly and looks unfinished. Inspect the last symbol more closely. A glint of metal shines up through the sand. A sapphire ring. Yoink! I steal the possessions of this person that made this camp. Okay. Inspect the footprints. Whoever left the footprints was barefoot. The prints are large and wide, perhaps indicating they were left by a man, but you don't know much about footprints. I bloody hope they were left by a man. Fresh footprints tread carefully around each symbol. Done. Okay. Let's go. Let's leave. Oh, wait, search the campsite. An extremely rough and worn sheet of fabric is collapsed at the base of some wooden supports. There is nothing remarkable about it. What do you want to do? Leave. Okay. It's almost night time. Should probably rest here. Alright, let's rest here. So I just park up next to an extremely sketchy looking island and just fall asleep with easy access to my boat. Right. Let's go. What's this? It's all tropical over here. The Stellar Basin. Yeah. New types of fish that I've not seen before. Shapes in the deep. Treasure. Okay. A goblet. Alright. Is this where I was meant to go? I think the photographer wanted me to find a lens. Could this be it? A collection of cases have washed up against the shore. Some of them have already split open and lost their contents to the waves. What's this? Photography equipment. A case containing professional-looking camera equipment. Someone will be missing this. Yoink. What's this? Coastal disturbed water. A red snapper. A very popular eating fish, often found hanging around rocks, coastal waters and reefs. May as well grab some. I wonder if there's a settlement nearby that I can sell them to. Probably have a quick look around rather than go all the way back to Little Marrow. Or Big Marrow. Alright. There we go. Leave the rest there for now. So what's this over here? A couple of black dots. Let's go investigate. Ah, the music's changing. There's a big shipwreck over there. Corals. Volcanic basin, maybe? The Stellar Basin. Okay. Another message in a bottle. 14th of September. I have not written in a few days. I've been afflicted with some strange chill, which conspires to fog my brain. I cannot seem to keep warm no matter what I do. The ink has run from some of the lines here, and they're illegible. Whilst most of what they hauled up was junk, they eventually came up with a large wooden casket. A hush came over the crew at such a tantalizing discovery. I remember the next moments with excruciating clarity. He pried it open easily. The buckling boards cracked and groaned with relief as they splintered apart. Crimson cloth spilled out onto the deck. The crashing waves rose to fill my ears. I hear them still. He stared down into the open casket, then turned to me. In his eyes, I saw the void. The page has been torn off. Okay. Oh. There's something making noise down there. Let's pull up to this dock. Ooh, are they tentacles in there? Oh dear. What's this? A research outpost. The laboratory is in ruins, with equipment and research papers strewn about the place. What do you want? Where do you want to look? I open the cupboards. You check the cupboards. I steal his possessions. I empty the cupboards. Where do you want to look? I inspect the equipment on the table. There are some strange-looking prototype parts on the table, but you can't see any use for them right now. On the other side of the table, you find a hastily scrawled note. It reads, "Not safe. Expect retaliation imminently. Evacuating to fort." Where do you want to look? I look around on the floor. There are cracks in the base of the structure that grow to large gashes as you follow them along the walls. Something extremely large and powerful created these holes. You slowly reach your arm into one. I steal his possessions. You pluck an item from a gouge in the floor. Where do you want to look? I leave. I check out the generator. An old generator sputters and ticks over. Okay. Not safe. Whoops. The old fort. Over there. Oh dear. Big glowy monster with big tentacles. Maybe stay the fuck away from those tentacles. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Big, big, big teeth. Stay the fuck away from giant monster. Stay the fuck away. Oh dear. What's this over here? Is this occupied? I hope it is. Ah, hello. Oh, it's the travelling merchant. Again? You're still here? How did you get all the way over here? What the fuck? Hey again, come by for a chat? What do you think of the Stellar Basin? What beautiful crystalline waters. It's a shame I can't take my boat too much further in. I've run aground on the coral a few times. Have you checked out the abandoned resort to the east? It's pretty impressive. There's probably some decent salvage to be had there. It's kind of amazing how quickly it all falls to ruin without people around to maintain it. Oh what? And the fact that there's Cthulhu, or whatever, in the fucking... There's a giant sarlacc in the middle... You don't want to talk about that? In a few years, these pontoons will probably go the same way. That's just the way of things, I guess. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Oh yeah, she wanted me to find rare fish. Okay. Okay, good. Well, at least I can sell the fish. Let's do so. So, how much? $65. Let's do that. And let's put the other bits in storage, shall we? Explosives too. And the photography equipment until we get back. Right. So, what's the time? So it's 1 hour and 37 minutes into the stream. Would you possibly mind, folks, if I were to pause this for a second and grab a drink and go for a wee-wee? So I've got another, at most, I've got 23 minutes before I have to go get on with work today. Would you mind me rounding things out with just me waffling for a bit about, about that audiobook that I listened to? Not allowed? Tough titties. 1 second, I'm just going to go for a quick wee-wee. Where's the dog? She's bogged off. Hang on. Hi, darling, we're talking about you. See your head poking up from the curtain. Yeah? I'll just leave the camera there. Hang on a second. Right. Hang on. 1 second, just going to save. There we go. Right, game saved until I pick it up next time. Right. Cool, so Dredge is quite fun. I do hang on a minute. I do recommend if you're looking for a chill fishing game with, lots of Lovecraftian stuff in it. Yeah. Hang on a minute. Wash my hands? I did wash my hands. My basin is like my bathroom is so incredibly squished that everything is super close together. Like crazy close together. Ah, dear. Right, hang on a minute. Right, so... yeah, it's Lulu over Christmas. Yeah, she's a happy girl. Anyway, so essentially, what's going on right now then? So for those departing, please know that I'm working on, so I'm trying to get Divinity Bullshittery Part 4 out of the way. This afternoon, I've got lots of bug fixing to do. I've got about probably 130 bugs to go through, I reckon. Hopefully fewer, hopefully way fewer. But nevertheless, I'll do my best. Hang on a minute. So, let me link you this. Before I do anything, folks... thank you, Edola. Thank you very much, Edola. So, BBC. Where is it? All right. Let me link you this if you're interested. So, this is a BBC production that was done years and years ago. And this one has a few views, but the other one has a few 100,000. But that one is like a playlist. This is like the full thing end to end. So if you're interested in doing so, I strongly recommend having a listen to that audiobook. It's the read-through of At the Mountains of Madness, which was penned in 1931 by H.P. Lovecraft. Now, I myself am not overly familiar, like vaguely familiar, but I can't say I've actually sat down and read through the works of Lovecraft, with the exception of The Shadow over Innsmouth, which is something I was plugging a while ago. So this story about the that weird town where everyone's a bit surly. Hang on a minute. You read it years ago, Black Horror. Yeah, so can I just say... Hang on, let me just relaunch Dredge just to get the main menu screen as some background. Hang on. Where's the spreadsheet? Shit, where's the spreadsheet? Hang on. Sorry, Henry, I'll just link you the spreadsheet if I can. Fuck. Spreadsheet for the Divinity thing is... here. There you go, Henry. Right. Okay, just pop that there. Sorry, just trying to get comfortable. So, to round things off then, can I just... Yeah, so I sat down and I listened to the audiobook, and I've listened to it a couple of times now for one of the major stories of H.P. Lovecraft, of At the Mountains of Madness. And if you haven't listened through it, I strongly recommend, and if you're not interested in spoilers, then I recommend checking out of the stream now. Can I just say, bloody hell, what a fucking cool story. I'm repeatedly reminded how that this was penned in 1931, and essentially it's just so like... you can see how it's inspired so many horror things of modern writers. You see where it's like, oh my god, okay, that's Lovecraft, essentially. And you realise that this was So 1931, the things that he's describing in the story are so strangely modern in their tastes that you can't quite, I certainly can't quite understand why it was so poorly received back in the original day. So apparently that was the problem. In 1931, H.P. Lovecraft wrote At the Mountains of Madness, and it was savage to the point that it was rejected. Well, it was rejected by editors, and editors that did publish it would chop it all up into bits. So, the story goes as follows, and this is me, apologies, this is me just sort of aimlessly wandering about At the Mountains of Madness. Hang on. The story is quite similar, and you can see how it was inspired by it, how it was inspired by. The film Prometheus, it almost follows it beat for beat, but somehow just makes it so much worse than the original story. What it basically tells, it's an Arctic expedition in 1931. And so what it is, it's two ships that are going from a university in America loaded with 4 university professors, like a geologist, a biologist, a chemist, and an engineer, I think, and then about 20 students, and they're all part of this Arctic expedition. And the plan is, in this story, to take 2 ships down through the Panama Canal, go off the coast of the Antarctic, and then use this brand new invention called the plane. It's 1931. Of course, the plane was a relatively new thing for H.P. Lovecraft, as in biplanes were being used, of course, in the First World War, but then fixed-wing metal planes were still a thing that was being used. And of course, this was 1930, so pre-satellites, you didn't have an explored Antarctica, so no one knew what was in it. You had your sled dog expeditions before then, but yeah, it's a fad. It'll never, the plane will never catch on. Anyway, so the idea is that these explorers are going to be using these assembled planes that are in the boats to fly into Antarctica to look for anything unique and also do some drilling. They've got these deep core drilling units that they're going to set up and start looking for fossils, because they're fascinated in trying to find any sort of fossil in the Antarctica. So they build their camp. They've got a bunch of sleds and dogs and all that as well, of course, but they build their camp and they assemble their planes. I think they've got like 5 of them, and they use 4 of them to explore and 1 as a backup. And so they set up their camp and they start sort of flying around the place, and they notice that there are these strange mountains. And as they get closer to the mountains in the Antarctica, they realize that these mountains are probably a match of the Himalayas in terms of scale. So they find these absolutely enormous mountains, and then they realize on trying to take measurements that one of those mountains is bigger than Everest. And they're like, holy shit, it's the largest mountain range on Earth, and it's here in Antarctica. So they're flying their planes around, and they're sort of exploring and taking samples all over the place, using their base camp as a central thing. And I think they land on, one of the slopes of one of these mountains, and they notice that there are these strange shapes atop the mountain, these strange geological formations that they can't identify. And they start drilling through caverns. Again, they're looking for fossils. And they find them. And as they start exploring in the story, they find that all of these fossils are just fantastic. They find like this wonderful wealth of completely well-preserved fossils. They go all the way to like the Precambrian explosion or whatever it is of life, and they find all of these incredible fossils in the rock, and they're all super excited, and they're like, oh my god, what the fuck? And then they make a holy shit discovery. They find these, I think there's about 15 of them, large plant-like shapes, extremely well preserved, like ridiculously well preserved. They're like plants that are shaped a bit like a barrel, like a long cylindrical barrel with tendrils that come off them, almost like tentacles, and with what looks like wings that are folded around them, and their heads at the top like a starfish with eyes, like a 5-pointed starfish. And the dogs are going fucking crazy. The dogs won't go anywhere near them. They're barking and they're snarling, and it's like, oh, they must have some strange smell. Anyway, as they're trying to understand what the fuck these strange plant things are, and they're sort of doing one of them's getting dissected, and they realize, holy shit, like, this is incredible. These creatures shouldn't have evolved this quickly, even in the Precambrian explosion. The level of advanced organs that they have is unbelievable. As they're doing their tests, a really nasty storm comes in, and the base camp, so the smaller camp, I think it's got about like 10 people in it, the ones doing the dissection, they're much higher up on the hillside, on the mountainside. So this enormous storm whips into the camp, and the wind speed is ridiculous, to the point that the main camp is struggling to stay alive, and they're terrified. Oh god, what are they going to be okay with their samples up in the middle of nowhere? And they keep trying to raise them on the radio, and they can't get them, and they're terrified that they're in mortal danger. Next morning rolls in. They take one of their planes over to this site with the plants, and it's just been fucked. The whole camp has been ripped up by the wind. All the tents are shredded. All of the sleds are shattered. All of the supplies are scattered everywhere. Some of the samples have been buried in the snow, weirdly buried in the snow, and then the really pristine samples of these large plant things are gone. And the scientists assume that they were blown away in this like ridiculously powerful gale, blown down the mountain somewhere. That's what they told the public. In reality, when they got to the camp, they theorized that someone had gone fucking insane. Why? Because all the bodies were accounted for except for one man and one dog. And when they found the bodies, they weren't just beaten by the wind, they were shredded. They were like completely torn to pieces, as if someone had hacked them to pieces. Some of them were even sprinkled with salt. They went into one tent and they found that one dog and one person had been completely fucking dissected. Their organs removed, their limbs removed, scattered around in the remains of the tent as shredded, basically. As if someone had come along and taken away all of the muscle tissue, all the bones, not like put into piles, essentially. Yeah, there were like 40 dogs or something. So, the two guys that found the camp, the two university professors, decide to essentially, through morbid curiosity, scientific obligation, and the fact that they have to find this missing murderer, this man that's gone mad, instead of just leaving him to die out on the slope, they get in their plane and they start circling, I think, trying to look for him. And so as they're trying to search for him, their new plane, their invention, they go through the mountain pass where this huge fucking tall mountain chain is. And as they go through the pass, they realize that these geological structures, these sort of shapes that look almost like blisters made out of stone, like hollow blisters. As they get closer, they realize that they look a lot like structures, look a lot like ramparts and bunkers almost, like a pillbox, but they're dotted all over the place, made out of sandstone. And so as they fly through the lowest pass in the mountain chain that they can, they discover on the other side this huge city, this gigantic city made out of sandstone. And the only reason that it's survived for however long it's been here is that it's sheltered in this massive mountain chain. It's covered in glacial action and snow and ice. That you can only really make out the vague shape of what is essentially this massive city made out of stone blocks. But they realize that, holy fucking shit, this was a full-on civilization. Back before the Antarctic was frozen over. Back when it was tropical. It was a massive, almost like Aztec-style civilization. As in, like, with big ziggurats, the type of pyramid things poking out of the ice. Yeah. So with back when, obviously, the climate massively changed. Yes. So, like, sandstone blocks built atop of each other, SCP. So, the two researchers in the story, they land their plane on one of like the snowdrifts next to this gigantic city, and they start having a poke around. And as they were circling, just over the sound of the engine, they could hear that there was this unusual sound that was being made by the wind as it came through the blocks, you see. Through it, they can hear the sound, and it's going like this weird ethereal whistling is coming through the mountains. And obviously it's quite unnerving. Well, the fucking huge, crazy city in front of them is unnerving. So they start exploring, and they're going down, and they're looking at this city. And they're treated to just these enormous, elaborate murals on all of the walls in all of the city. There are these carvings that have been made. And they realize quickly that these carvings have been made by those plant creatures, the corpses that they found. For they just weren't random animals. These were intelligent beings that built this massive, massive city. And they've got these huge, elaborate like they said that, by the looks of things, these carvings appeared to be their primary outlet of creativity, because they're everywhere. And they don't believe them. The scientists don't believe them, because they dip into the utterly fantastical. According to the carvings, these creatures, these elder things, came from another world and landed here in this city, the Antarctica, where these massive mountains were, and founded a civilization. And by the looks of things, they had this vast, both ocean-dwelling and land-dwelling civilization. They created great works of art. They created great works of technology and science. They mapped the heavens. They found like this huge domed room, you see, and it was full of star constellations, which they didn't make sense. They were like, well, this is like our solar system, but not from our perspective. These people didn't come from here. They didn't evolve here. And all the while they're doing this, again, this noise on the wind, this just constantly howling, and the way that the sun is setting over the mountains is all very unnerving. All the architecture is unnerving. So anyway, sorry, for those joining the live stream, I'm sort of talking about At the Mountains of Madness, which is a Lovecraft story that I've been listening to on an audiobook. Anyway, so they're exploring the mountains. Anyway, as they go, they discover that one of the murals describes the creation of slave races. The Elder Things had a tremendous affinity for sculpting biomatter. They would craft and reshape animals, or even create them outright. They would create entire herds of whatever, like mammal creatures. Apparently they were carnivore. They preferred to eat meat. So they would create these great herds of creatures to sustain them. They would create these like masses of, essentially they wanted to create the perfect slave race. So they created these blobs of self-replicating gelatinous blobs that could shape and reshape themselves and create organs on the fly, you see. And they called them Shoggoths. And these creatures could sort of create these 15 they'd be about 15 meters wide, and they could twist and turn and self-replicate and squidge into any sort of shape or form required. And they would control them through, at first, hypnotic suggestion, but eventually they would start using verbal commands. They would start to whistle at them to give them commands, you see. And the Shoggoths they weren't very intelligent, but they would understand enough. And they were capable of lifting enormous weights, like insanely big weights. And so these huge blocks, and they would use them to craft the city. And the murals, they would tell of how they would use the Shoggoth race to build like these massive underwater cities. And then during the when it was warm enough, during the summer months they would live on the land or whatever. And so also that the Shoggoths, they had the ability to, obviously they would control them through hypnotic suggestion, but they also had the ability to imitate. Like the Elder Things would show them how to build something, and they would imitate it. They would just, okay, give me 100 of these ziggurats. Okay, they'd, whistle, go and do it. Off they go and do it. You know, they start fucking building the ziggurats. So, the murals also told more stories. They told of great battles, great wars that they fought, that apparently these elder things were fighting a constant fight against eldritch entities, which even they were terrified to write down, to record. They would refuse to elaborate. They would just say that, the land was given over to the great one of whatever, you know. And also they would tell of this great rebellion that occurred, where the Shoggoths rose up. They got too intelligent, and they rose up in defiance. And a massive war was fought against the Shoggoth race to re-subjugate them. And that you had these huge images of dead elder things, dead starfish people with their heads ripped off. Apparently the Shoggoths would do that. They would just grab them and sort of suck their heads off until they died. And so there were these great, like, I suppose like mausoleum murals showing all of this. As the party keep exploring this ancient city, knowing that they only have a few hours of daylight left and they're filming as much as they can, they start finding debris. They start finding things that would make sense in a totally normal situation, but here, in this ancient city of aliens, by the looks of things, don't make any sense. They would find tracks of sleds. They would find cleared sections of the rubble. They would find sections of the floor that were weirdly polished, and at one point they found the smell of gasoline. And so they followed the smell of gasoline, and they found an area of the city, like an underground, like parts of it are underground, parts of it are upper ground. And the sort of deeper they went, they would start finding segments of what looked to be a camp. And they theorized that the missing man, the guy who slaughtered everyone else at the camp, has taken a dog and a sled, the petrol, some books, because they find books. They find like shredded furs and tent canvases, that sort of thing. Thank you, Sigma Gore. And so they, what was his name? I think Gedry. I think they kept calling him Gedry. They figured that Gedry has come this way, that he's grabbed the samples of these plant people and dragged them into this city. All the while they keep exploring, again on the wind, despite how deep they go. As they keep going, they find something even more crazy. Penguins! They find giant penguins just roaming around the city. It doesn't make any sense. There shouldn't be anything living here, but in this case they find 6 foot tall, blind albino penguins. And the penguins are just completely ignoring the humans. They don't seem to give a shit. They're just sort of, it's like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a fucking dodo. They're just not perceiving the humans to be any sort of threat. They're just milling around blind as a bat in groups of, say, 3 or 4. And the deeper they go, the more they just find them everywhere. There's fucking hundreds and hundreds of penguins. It's like a massive avian colony. The entire city, now abandoned for seemingly millions of years, has become a massive penguin colony. So, as they explore deeper and they find more murals, they realize something else. The murals are getting worse. The deeper they explore, these elaborate, decadent, like extravagant murals showing the entire history of the elder things and the long dead race, they're getting, like, the art style is getting worse, essentially. The quality is going down, as if the civilization is degrading over time. As if the tapestry of their histories is starting to sort of come apart as they forget things. In fact, the murals show it. It shows that the elder things in their wars forget, for example, how to grow new things. They can only keep the life that they have. They can't, say, create a new race of slaves. They can only keep re-subjugating the same slaves, if that makes sense. Yes, more primitive, Lily. Thank you, Mamo. Thank you very much, Mamo. And so they can just, they have to do that. They keep having to use the same Shoggoths and having them imitate the same things as their civilization starts to kind of go down the toilet, essentially. And then furthermore, there's like a sign that climate change is really starting to fuck them. Normally, they spend time underwater and then they come up to the land city in the Antarctic because it's their most sacred place. And they can't do that anymore because it's starting to get really, really fucking cold. And the scientists theorize if the elder things, if any of them might remain in some of the deepest parts of the ocean. So, as they keep exploring, as they keep going past more penguins, as they keep hearing this mysterious whistling on the wind, and as they get closer and closer to what they think is the site of the murderer, the missing man who's gone crazy on them, they find an open, I suppose like an auditorium, like a large open room with a ramped staircase or like a ramped slope that goes around it, with open tunnels that go deeper and deeper. And in one of these, they find the sleds. They find the stolen sleds of the guy stole, the guy took with him. And they're packed with, again, books and like a petrol burning cooking equipment and like provisions and that sort of thing. And what they do is that they approach cautiously and they go to unhook the canvas, a weirdly shaped canvas, well packed. The sleds are well packed. And they open it. They find one of the shapes disquieting. And I think at this point in the story, they assume that it's one of the samples, one of the strange plant people. And they go and they open it. It's the body of the dead man. It's the body of the dog. Perfectly preserved, perfectly frozen. It's been dead for days. Not a single survivor of the human camp had made it after that first day. Which means the only way that these sleds could have got here is if none of those samples were dead. The elder things had woken up, perceived themselves to be under attack, being literally dissected in one case, had retaliated, had subsequently stolen the supplies, and were trying to go home. This was their home. As they kept exploring further, the narrator admits at this point they should have run for their lives. But scientific curiosity and some insanity in the mountains of madness made them go deeper, made them continue, made them to try and get a glimpse of a living example of one of these creatures, one of these elder things. And so they go deeper into the tunnels, and again this strange sound, this whistling, this constantly echoing, even this deep, down into the tunnels. And as they get lower, only a few penguins remain. There's barely any light save the torches, and curiously they notice that the torch batteries are on the floor. Stolen torches that the elder things have taken, now being used to inspect the murals. They too are following their history, trying to understand what happened to their people in the presumably million years that these guys have been frozen. And they turn a corner and they find a section of the tunnel that is in really, really bad shape. The walls are just ripped up. The murals, something is weird with them, and the floor is like a polished marble, shiny, completely free of all debris, not a single speck of dust, not a single penguin. And as they look at the murals, they notice that they're not degraded, they're fucked. The murals are so bad as if someone had carved them in cheap imitations of the grandeur of everything that was above, in the city above. They are carved like an alien entity with no understanding of what it is, has ripped them up. And in the distance, in the tunnel, the same sound. And just then, they turn to one side and they see the shapes in the mist in front of them. They're not penguins. Each shape standing there, standing prostrate in the ice. It's the Elder Things. All of them standing. All of them with their heads ripped off. They're all dead. Every single Elder Thing is dead. And then, when one of the scientists screams in horror, from a nearby tunnel, mist starts to push out of the tunnel, and the feeling of air rushing past, just moving as if being pushed, like a subway train pushes air through its sheer bulk as it moves at speed down the tunnel. The penguins start freaking the fuck out, and they realize when that whistle plays again, this time strange, this time an imitation, the same sound they've been hearing this whole time, but somehow less melodious. They realize that something massive is coming down the tunnel, and they run. The two scientists run. They don't stop for a moment. They just immediately turn off the torches and sprint as far as they can. The penguins are screaming. All they can hear underfoot is just their own racing footsteps as they desperately get the fuck out of there because they know what's coming. They know the only thing that it could possibly be. And for a moment, they steal one glance behind them to see something that should not be. Some unbelievable horror, a shifting mass of tentacles and eyes and teeth and jaws. And as it crashes through the tunnel behind them, crushing the penguins and killing them instantly, a Shoggoth has survived millions of years. One of the slaves has overrode its master's wishes and has slaughtered them all, presumably, as they race for dear life back up into the city, back up into their plane, back into the sky as they get the fuck away from this mad horror show. And it's only at that moment, as they're taking flight, as they're leaving the mountains forever, that they turn and look around, and not only does one of their professors start screaming, having caught a glimpse of something that he shouldn't have, some nameless thing that the author won't even describe, but they notice that as they're flying, the mist, the strange mist that the Shoggoth was exuding, it's coming out of the various buildings that they saw atop the mountain, those various ramparts and pillboxes. Not all of them, but a lot of them. The Shoggoths are still here. How many? Who knows? But essentially, the Elder Things, the poor Elder Things, as Lovecraft explains, they ended their hibernation to wake up to find that they were under attack by the strange ape men with their overalls and their blades, the quadrupeds, the barking, snarling quadrupeds trying to bite them, and they retaliated. They fled. They took supplies. They tried to go home, only to discover that when they got there, the slaves that they had subjugated had killed their entire civilization. And then, as the story closes, it's revealed that the whole point of this story, the entire reason that these two professors are begging, pleading for anyone to listen to them, is that an even larger expedition, this time with dynamite, this time with melting equipment, is about to perform a very large excavation at that mountain of madness. And they're trying their best to beg them to not do it, to stop, to, for Christ's sake, leave it the fuck alone. And yeah, I finished the story and I was like, fucking hell. Like, it's such an incredible audiobook. Essentially, yeah, that you go through the story thinking, okay, a guy's gone crazy and killed everybody. And then it's that, no, okay, wait, the samples came alive. Okay, no, wait, it wasn't the samples that were the monsters after all. And it's done. Oh my god, it was fantastic. I must admit, I think Lovecraft could have done with a bit of an editor to perhaps tone it down in places. But yes, if you're interested, definitely give the audiobook by the BBC. Even though I've probably spoiled it for you, definitely give it a listen to. It's about 2 hours long, but it's incredible. It's really, really good. Like, I was like, fucking hell. And then I feel sort of like deep down I feel like angry that like so a film of this of the Mountains of Madness has it was cancelled or something. It was never greenlit. And then you've got things like Prometheus doing whatever bullshit was clearly inspired by it, but just like tell that story. Jesus. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, it's awesome. Like the whole fucking audiobook, I was completely gripped. Yeah. Sorry, I'll link it again. I'll link it for you. Hang on. Sorry, for those joining the live stream, I was just narrating my reaction to Lovecraft's At the Mountains of Madness. Hang on a minute. Is this it here? What's this link here? Hang on. Hang on. Did I link it here? I'm not sure what's on my clipboard. Hang on. Put that there. What's this? Is this it? Copy paste into Chrome. Yeah, this is it here. So, if you're interested in watching something, that was a BBC production of At the Mountains of Madness, which was made in 2000, which was recorded in 2010, and it's Lovecraft's story from 1931. Hard recommend, very hard recommend. Yeah, so cosmic horror. So this idea that we go out and we discover that, oh, holy shit, we actually are nothing. It's completely insignificant. Like there's a throwaway line in the story itself that the humans even turn up in the murals, but we're given like the place of almost like a mocking place, like almost like the position of a jester, to the point that it's implied, strongly implied, that the Elder Things just made humans as a joke. Yeah. Anyway, yes, there's music with the narration, there's sound effects. Yeah, they had Richard Coyle, an actor, do the narration, so hard recommend for that audiobook. Right. So, thank you for listening, everyone. I hope you, I hope my waffling was at least something notable. Yeah. So I'm super interested in listening to the other audiobooks also by Richard Coyle. Should be damn cool. Right. Anyway, so for now, I'm going to go and get to work. I've got lots of work to do. I've got to go and work on Divinity Bullshittery Part 4. I've got lots of bugs to fix. So, I will... Yes, sorry. As A97 Sun, so the words that he's repeating, it's the whistling. So how does it go? Tektali. So like, I probably couldn't whistle that very well. So the whistling that they're hearing the whole time is the language, the accent, the language of the Elder Things being repeated by the surviving Shoggoths. So that's all it is the whole time. And it turns out the various seabirds on the Antarctic coast, I think it's implied, are repeating the phrase, like mimicry, for presumably millions of years. Right. Thank you again, everyone. Have a lovely, lovely afternoon. I'm going to get on with work. Please let me leave you in the company of... One second. Who's doing what? So, Harry's on. Oh, good, interesting. Harry is playing Baldur's Gate. Where is he? What's he doing? I'm not sure where he is. He's playing with... Is he playing solo? He might have a friend. I don't recognise all of those companions. I'll leave you in ZF Harry's company. Thank you again, everyone. Have a lovely, lovely afternoon. Thank you, Struble and Ragnar. Thank you, Peanut and Mamo. Have a good one, everyone.
That's what I've been doing.
Go. Okay.
Scroll of lightning ball.
I thought
Okay.
there was money in there. Okay.
Okay, I have enough